Style is my name. I like every sport and I like every game. Lily Ping, listen, listen while I sing. I found the lions in my valley, my lively little lions. In this TV set, you like TV too, I bet. Ickity, 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 quick. Double trouble, now triple trouble. Terrible, terrible trouble. Beauty, oh my, those mystic love, but you pass me by. If you say my name a couple of times, sing it's fun because it rhymes. Edda, boo. Hold your heart, beat what's alright. Run, sure in a hurry. Dance out with us super kids. Every single one of us is fabulous and marvelous and generous and courteous and mischievous and curious and all around of us. But what is this ridiculous? It's really quite ridiculous. We're just a troop of super
All right, that was our last time. And fire sprinklers on, and that's our last time watching our Super Kids video. Tomorrow we're going to be starting a new letter. So to do that, I want to review all of the letter sounds. You know, I did my report card testing with my at-home kids yesterday and today, and you guys have really grown your brains a lot with all of the letters and the sounds that you now know. So let's review, and then we're going to get into our activity for today. Ready? Say this with me. Here we go. The letter H says h, h, h. The letter G says g, g, g. The letter U says The letter L says ooh, ooh, ooh. The letter E says eh. The letter O says ah. The letter T says t, t, t. The letter D says d, d, d. The letter A says ah. The letter F says f. The letter S says s, s, s. The letter I says I. The letter C says k, k, k. Take it. Those are a lot of letters, and when you use those letters, you can blend the sounds and you can make words. I need you to take out your writing board and your dry erase marker, please. Ooh, I love how quietly Savannah did it, Matthew did it. Fabulous. I am going to put up my ice cream writing paper so mine matches yours. I'm going to write a word on the board. I would like you to copy it onto your board. We're using lowercase letters, so that means it's going to only touch the strawberry line if it's a tall letter. The rest of them are only going to be going from the vanilla to the chocolate line. Madison, take it. You have to be masked up. Here's your first word I want you to copy. The word is hid. Id. At my house, I have a lot of like nooks and crannies and hallways and good places that you can hide. And sometimes we'll play hide and seek. And Hannah or Elijah will come back and say, Mom, I don't know where he hid. Or Mom, I don't know where she hid. That means you're making yourself really small. You're kind of tucking behind something so you blend in and you can't see. Yours should match mine. So check yours that yours matches mine. Okay, hold your board up when you have that word written on your whiteboard for me. Okay. Good. Here's what I want you to do now. Are you ready? Listen, I want you to erase the D, erase just the D. Leave the other two letters there. I want you to change the D to a T. Change the D to a lowercase t. Good. Hold it up. Miss Kay, can you give tickets out to the kids who are following those instructions? You guys are rocking it. I love how you guys are listening. Perfect. Oh, you guys. Oh, you know what? You erased the D like you were supposed to, but I need you to write a lowercase t there at the end. Who can tell me what word is on their board now? Sound it out and tell me what word you have now. Delilah, what word is that now? Say it really loud. I need somebody to say really loud. Addison, what word is that now?
Hit.
Hit. Yes, you have the word hit. Okay? Hit. Ready? Let's do the next one. Now I want you to change the I. So leave the T there. Take your eraser. You have your little erasers. Erase the I. I want you to make a lowercase t, or excuse me, a lowercase u. This is what should be on your board. You're going to make a lowercase u. I need somebody to read this word for us. What word is that? Peyton, what word is that? What word do we have on the board? Peyton, what sound does H make? Leah, what letter sound do we have here? Huh. What sound does U make, Journey? And what sound does T make, Peyton? Like turtle. Tick-tack-tock. It says. So let's blend it. Ready? Hut. A hut is like a small shack that somebody might have. You could store stuff with it. Sometimes people live in huts if they want to go on this crazy adventure on the beach, maybe if they're on a vacation. So hut. All right, we're going to do one more. Now I want you to change the T to a G. A lowercase g. So it's a circle like the letter O. And then you're going to hook down. Everybody should get one of these every day. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel loved. What is that word? Ready? Matthew, what word is that? Hug. Let's blend it. Put your finger under the H and read with me. Ready? Hug. 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 You should get a hug every day. All right, here's what I want you to do. Erase your board. I'm going to give you a word, and I want you to write it on the board with just listening to the word I say. Ready? Ooh, these ones are going to be tricky. I'm going to give you a hint. These words all have two F's at the end. Remember when we said the word odd We didn't say adada because there were two D's at the end. We only say it one time. So it's the same with these words. You're going to write two letter F's at the end, but we're only saying one F sound. Ready? Here's your word. The word is cuff. A cuff is at the end of your shirt or the cuff of your jacket. It's what touches your wrist at the bottom. Cuff. So I want you to write the word cuff on your board. You should have 4 letters in this word. The last 2 are going to be the letters F. You need to put 2 sounds. What letter? Perfect. Journey, awesome. What sound do you hear that makes the k sound? That's the end of your word, honey. Good. Now, what sound do you hear in the middle? That's the end of your word, honey. You need to have a letter in the middle and a letter in the beginning. Your F's are going to be at the end of your word. Now put the 2 F's. Alea, put the 2 F's there at the very end. You right there. Good. You got it. You got it. Perfect. I gave you one. The F's are at the end of your word. You're putting them at the beginning of your word, so that's not going to work. Yours should look like mine. Haley, what letter makes a sound at the beginning? C. Yep, it's a C. We haven't studied. We haven't studied the K, Haley. Okay, make sure your U looks like over here. Remember, it looks like a smiley face with a little stick on the side. So yours should look like that. You made a W. What sound makes the k sound at the beginning of it, Delilah? C. C. Good. What letter makes the sound? Like umpire and uncle and us. U. U. Good. You should spell cuff C-U-F-F. Here's the next one. Ready? Your word is fluff. Sometimes you might say, oh, I have some fluff on my shirt. Sometimes you may say, oh, I need to fluff my pillow. It means to like puff it up and make it really thick and full again. Sometimes they get flat. So you're going to still have the 2 F's at the end of your word. We need to come up with 2 more letters for this word. What letter makes the f sound like Fritz and fish? Kaylee. F. What letter makes the ul sound like Lily Ping? And lions and love and lollipop. Check your U, Savannah. It's really close, but just make sure that it looks like mine, okay? Alea, what letter makes the ul sound? L, good. Fluff is the word you are to spell. All right, we're going to do a sentence for you to copy. Remember when we've been doing our writing? Good. When we do writing, we have a capital letter at the beginning. Good writers use finger spaces in between their words. We can't have it all jumbled up into one big long word. And we need to have a period at the end. So erase your board, honey. Erase your board.
Erase one.
Erase the whole board. We're going to write one sentence. You need to leave room for 3 words and the period at the end. We're starting on the left side of your board. We're not starting in the middle. We're starting on the top line, the very top one on the left side, right next to this ice cream sundae. Okay, that's your first word.
Yes.
Remember, I've got my finger space now, so this is a new word. Here's my next finger space. Hold up your board when you have this sentence written. The period goes at the end of my sentence behind the last letter. Make sure yours looks like mine. Beautiful writing. Good writing. I like that I see finger spaces. Kids took their time. Don't forget the period at the end of your sentence. Don't forget that stop sign. The period needs to be touching the brown line. It can't be floating in the middle of the line. Make sure your sentence has a capital letter at the beginning because that's her name. Okay? I like how you're taking your time. You're doing a good job with that. Fix that for me and then we'll be ready to go. Good job. Did I give you one of these? Okay. Let me see yours. Okay.
So they can't go above this yellow line. See how we step on the yellow line, circle it, and it moves to on yellow line. That's what the other ones do. They can't go up top because they're not 12 letters. They're not special letters.
All right. Let's read this sentence together. Put your finger under the word. I heard somebody up front here say, I know this name. This is one of our super kids' names. And you're right. We do know this name. This is our friend who likes to cook. And she has a cat named Coconut. So let's read her name. Ready? Blend it with me. Cass Felt. Try it again. Felt. What's that word? What's that word, Delilah? Felt. Good. So her feeling. She felt. Let's read the last one. Ready? Sad. Sad. What's that word? Alea, can I have somebody read all three words for me? Matthew, what's this sentence say? Oh, not feels. Try it again. You're really close. Cass. Felt. Say this one again. Felt. Good. And now sad. Good. Why do you think Cass felt sad? There are lots of things that can make people feel sad. I'm sad we can't go outside and it's a gray, gloomy day today. Addison, why would you think Cass is sad? Could be. Yep. You know what I feel sad about sometimes? Cass likes to cook. I feel sad when I burn some cookies or my recipe doesn't turn out and it's black and charred and doesn't taste right. So maybe that was making her feel sad. All right. We are done with our whiteboard, so you can erase that with your sock. With your sock, you can erase your board. I want you to look at your student-friendly learning target over here. It says, I will listen to a story and answer questions. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move the computer over to where we do our calendar time. And then I'm going to have you come over and we're going to make a circle. I have a story that I want to read to you. I'm looking for kids who are sitting really strong. Journey, you can come over. I want you to pick a red shape. A red shape. Good. All right. I'm going to have Addison, you can come pick a blue shape for me. Let's have Antonia, you can come. You can find a blue shape by me. Kaylee, you can come pick a red shape. Matthew, you can come pick a octagon over here to sit on. All right, Savannah, you can come pick a blue shape over here. Delilah, you can come pick a circle to sit on. Leah, you can come pick a circle to sit on. McKiley, you can come sit an octagon. Circles are on that side, honey. Okay. Leah, can you scooch over onto either the yellow or the red circle, please? Thank you. I think it's just Peyton. Come on over, honey. You can sit on one of those other red shapes, okay? All right. We are going to listen to a story. There's no pictures for our story today. Remember, we use our minds to create that movie with the words the author is sharing in the story that they're using, okay? So this story is called Just Plain Us. All right, I want you to raise your hand if you've ever been to the beach. Maybe Lake Michigan, maybe a different lake. Okay, what did you do at the beach? And tonight, what did you do at the beach?
You go in the water.
You can go in the water. Good. What else could you do at the beach, Savannah?
Or you can lay a towel down or lay on the sand on it.
Oh, yes, exactly. Would you just like sunbathe and work on your tan? Is that what you, okay, good. I can't wait for those days. Matthew, what would you do at the beach?
Find the crab.
Ooh, I like that. Try to dig around and see what kind of things that you could find that living in the water in the sand. Absolutely. What would you do, Journey?
Build the sand castles.
Sand castles, those are good. Would you make it with like the moat so that way there's like water around your castle?
Actually, let's get a flag on it.
A flag, even better. Kaylee, what would you do at the beach?
I made a sand turtle when I found that orange sand turtle thing.
Okay, that would be great. You could make it into other things too, not just castles. Leah, what would you do?
Play with the sand.
Play with the sand, yeah. Sometimes we will take a whole bunch of sand and we'll bury Hannah and Elijah, and then it's really hard for them to get out because the sand is so heavy on them. Delilah, what would you do?
I would go in the water and then I would get out and play with it.
Yeah, you could go in the water and swim too. Well, we're going to hear, you can put your hand up. We are going to have a story today about the Super Kids all going on a trip to the beach. So I want you to listen to this story and see if you can find out what maybe some of the problems are, or maybe if you can think of things that you have in common with the Super Kids. Are you ready? Put your thinking caps on. Turn on your listening ears. Here we go. Super Kids, said Gus. Remember, Gus is the man who lives at the gas station or the garage with a Golly. To celebrate the first day of summer, Gert and I will take you to the beach tomorrow. Hooray! Cheered the Super Kids. The next day, the Super Kids piled into Gus and Gert's van and fastened their seatbelts. Everyone had towels, sunglasses, sunscreen, sun hats, flip-flops, books, life jackets, and beach toys. Why would you need to bring all that stuff with you? Why would you need a hat and sunscreen and a towel and flip-flops? Mikaylee.
So you won't get sunscreen.
You won't get sunburned, right? You don't want to have that red, pink skin. It would hurt, wouldn't it? Why else would you want to take those things, Delilah?
If you want a hat, because the sun be in your eye.
Yes, it keeps the sun off of you and out of your eyes, and so you're not squinting all day, and you don't have to have your hands up around your head. Journey.
We need sunglasses so the sun won't get in the eyes.
Yep, good. Matthew.
So you can have so much fun.
Yeah, it makes your day more enjoyable, right? Okay, hold on to that. We'll come back. Ready to go, Super Kids? Asked Gus. Just then, Cass struggled up. She was lugging a big, huge picnic basket, and a big, clunky, old-fashioned beach umbrella. Hi, she huffed. Sorry I'm late, but I packed a picnic lunch for us. Thanks, Cass, shouted everyone. It was a glorious day at the beach. The sky was blue and so was the ocean. The sun was made the sand hot, and the air smelled fresh and salty. Gus and Gert made sure that all of the super kids had plenty of sunscreen on and wore their sunglasses and hats. They kept a close watch on the super kids to see who went in the water. Why is it really important for you to have a grown-up or a big brother or big sister watching you when you're in the water, either at the pool or at the beach? Addison.
Because you might drown, so they can save you.
Yeah, you don't want to get a leg cramp or get really tired or maybe go out too far and you can't get back. They need to make sure that you're safe. Savannah.
If you go under the water, you're gonna see a shark that's gonna bite you.
That could happen. When our author said that it was a glorious day at the beach, does that mean it was a good day for swimming and being there, or was it a not so good day? Show me with your thumbs up. Yes, it's a good day to go to the beach, or bad. She says it's a glorious day at the beach. Yeah, it was a really good day. It was sunny and it was warm. Let's hear the next part. Ready? Cass busily set up the umbrella. She spread the towels out under it and put the picnic basket in the shade so that the food would stay cool. When it was time for lunch, Cass took the food out of the basket and arranged it on the towels. Lunch is ready, she shouted. No one came. Everyone was having too much fun. Edabetta, said Cass, would you like to come have some lunch? Oh, Cass, said Edabetta, thanks, but I have been struggling all morning and only now have I managed to get my kite up. I'm finally victorious. Oh, I'm not sure what victorious means. When I come to that word, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I know Edabetta has been struggling, and now she says she's finally managed to get it going. I think victorious means that maybe she succeeded and maybe she won that battle with her kite. Let's listen to the next part. I understand, said Cass. She asked Oswald, would you like to come have lunch? May I come when I finish reading my book, Oswald asked. It's called The Strange House on the Hill. It's so mysterious. Okay, said Cass. How about you, Fritz? I think I felt a tug on my fishing line, said Fritz. I'm curious to see if I caught a fish. What do you think curious means? If Fritz said, I felt a tug on my line, I'm curious to see if it's a fish. What do you think curious means?
That means you're fishing.
It does mean he's fishing. He says, I'm curious. You could say, like, I'm curious why the sky is blue. Or, I'm curious what kind of car Mr. G drives. I'm curious what 100 times 100 is. Addison, what does curious mean?
I mean, that's the same type of fish.
No, it doesn't mean desperate. It means he's wondering. It means he wants to know the answer. So if you are curious what car Mr. G drives, that means you're wondering, you're thinking about it. So when Fritz said, I'm curious to see if I have a fish, means I'm wondering if that's what that tug was on the line, on my pole. Let's keep reading. Ready? I see, said Cass. The picnic is ready, Elf, said Cass. Thanks, Cass, but you know me. I'm always nervous about ants at a picnic. I think I'll just have an apple. Poor Cass. It seemed like none of the super kids wanted her lunch. Tic Tac and Top were busy digging a hole. They were too industrious to stop. Ready? Doc was too courteous to eat before the others. Lily and Sal were telling jokes and splashing around at one another. Their game was too hilarious to stop talking or to stop playing. And Icky and Hot Rod were body surfing. They said the waves were too fabulous to miss. Gus and Gert said it was too dangerous to let any kid play in the water without being watched. They said that grown-ups always must keep a cautious eye on the children who are near the water. Cass plunked herself down under the umbrella. Now she wasn't even hungry. She was too sad to eat all by herself. Suddenly, a big cloud covered the sun. The wind gusted and the rain gushed from the sky. Everyone ran as fast as they could toward Cass and her umbrella. They tumbled under the umbrella and they huddled together. What is the weather like now? It is not glorious.
It is glorious.
It is not glorious.
If the sun's up,
It is not glorious anymore. What is the weather like now?
it's cloudy.
It's cloudy. What else happened, Delilah?
It's raining.
It's raining. Yes. And what else makes it not glorious? It's cloudy and it's windy and it's rainy. Oh boy, Cass grinned. She had everybody under the umbrella. Anybody hungry? Yes, said all the super kids and Gus and Gert too. Cass handed out the food she had brought. There were peanut butter sandwiches and plums, bunches of grapes, a jug of water, carrots, and cupcakes with fudge frosting. Yum, said all the super kids. Thanks, Cass. All the food tasted wonderful, said Gus. The picnic was delicious. What do you think the word delicious means? Antonia.
Because they liked it.
It means it was yummy, right? They really liked it. It was good food. Here's the last part. It was very generous of you to make lunch for all of us, said Gert. Cass laughed. Well, it looked like fun being victorious, mysterious, curious, nervous, industrious, courteous, hilarious, fabulous, and cautious, she said. But all I think the most fun of all is right now because we're all together just being plain us. The end. Why did the kids want to come have her lunch? Why did they want to come in? Kaylee.
Callie. They're right.
Why did they want to come in and have her lunch?
Because they were a bit hungry.
They weren't hungry. That was part of it. Delilah, why else?
Probably because they was having too much fun.
Yeah, they were too busy doing all of their things like playing in the water and building a sandcastle and hiding from the ants. They didn't want to stop. How about this? How do you think Cass felt when nobody wanted to eat her lunch that she made for them? Leah.
She feels sad.
Sad. But how did she feel at the end of the story when they were all under the umbrella? That was great. What words did you hear? Like glorious, fabulous, and marvelous. Did you hear any other words like that ended in that us sound? Journey, did you hear any of those other words? Okay, then just keep your hand up. Did you hear any of those us words that we were listening to at the very end? What?
Victorious.
Victorious. Good. That means that he conquered that kite and he was able to get it up in the air. What did it mean or another word was besides victorious was nervous. Maybe you've heard that word before. Nervous means scared and you don't want to try something. Or cautious means you are very concerned with safety and making good choices and not doing something that is going to put you in danger. So those were some words.
Like you turn your hands when you're scared.
Yeah, when you're nervous, right? And you're scared. You're exactly right. All right. Well, thank you for listening to our story. You did a great job with that. We're going to end our video. You guys can go back to your tables. So thank you for your attention. I will see you guys tomorrow for Christ Light at 8:20.